What's up, folks? How's it going? This is Waj. Hope you guys are all doing well. Here we're going to take a look at the brand new CoolerMaster MasterKeys Lite L combo. This is probably one of the best value keyboard and mouse configurations that I've seen in a while. Now, one of the awesome things about the keyboard that comes with this combination is that it looks pretty much identical to the Master Pro L lineup of keyboards from CoolerMaster, which is one of my favorite mechanical keyboards ever. And as you can see, it has a clean, minimalistic design that a lot of people are into these days. And although you don't actually have true mechanical switches in here, you do have something that CoolerMaster calls Mem-chanical switches, which is basically a combination of a membrane or rubber dome switch mixed in with some mechanical elements to give you that sensation of a real tactile and mechanical feel, yet being pretty quiet in terms of operation. And you do get a sense that this isn't a real mechanical switch because it does feel pretty dampened at the end part of the actuation. Additionally, because you also have Rgb lighting integrated over here, it definitely feels like a premium product that's typically not found in combination units within this kind of $60 price range. Now, just a couple of things to mention about the lighting system is that you are looking at a zone backlighting system, so each key isn't actually individually backlit with RGBs, but that's definitely not a huge problem. You still have excellent lighting overall profiles, and the light distribution is very even and quite bright, and you can control all the aspects of the different lighting modes, the effects, as well as the color balancing aspect of the keyboard directly using the function key without actually having to use any kind of software to change the different parameters and the lighting effects of the keyboard itself, which I'm a huge fan of. The same thing goes for the mouse itself. You can actually control some of the RGB lighting aspect, which there's only one specific lighting zone on the mouse, but it's still pretty cool how you can change some of those profile parameters directly through the hardware. In addition to that, the performance of the keyboard is actually really good, very responsive, no complaints there. You have 26 key anti-ghosting technology, so no problem in terms of how many realistic key inputs you can put without having any critical hardware errors. You also have no problems with 3-key rollover for when you're playing different games. And in addition to that, you can also swap out the keycaps since they're using the same kind of Plus Cherry MX keycap standard. You can actually swap out the factory keycaps and put in your own custom ones. In addition to that, you also have some water resistance or a splash proof technology, so the outer seals of the keyboard are going to be protected in case of any kind of accident. Now, as we alluded before, the overall build quality and fit and finish of the keyboard is pretty darn good for the price range. The only problem that I had is that the spacebar felt a little bit flimsy, particularly due to the fact that you don't have any solid mounting points on the side points of the spacebar like you find in traditional mechanical keyboards. Now, the mouse that comes with the MasterKey Lite is kind of subpar compared to the quality of the keyboard itself. Feels a little bit more plasticky, and although the shape of the mouse is fairly acceptable in terms of ergonomics, there's only one major concern, is that there's no real side grips on the mouse. It's using the same plastic and texture as the front of the mouse, which definitely feels a little bit more flimsy and doesn't give you that assurance of grip. Now, at the bottom of the mouse, you'll find the infrared Avago 3050 optical sensor, which will give you a DPI rating from 500 to about 3500 DPI. Now, the traction of the mouse is fairly good. You do have some Teflon feet at the bottom of it, but the actual size of the Teflon feet isn't that large, so I would definitely recommend using some sort of mouse pad to increase the life expectancy of the mouse itself. Now, the actual gaming performance and tracking capabilities of the mouse is fairly acceptable. At times, I did feel that the mouse didn't feel as responsive as some of the other gaming mice that you can find out there, but more than likely, that's probably a problem with the ergonomics of the mouse, lacking those side grips rather than the optical internal performance. Now, on the plus side, you do have 6 fully programmable buttons, including the primary left-right click, a nice smooth center clicking scroll wheel, a top-mounted DPI button, as well as forward and back buttons on the side of the mouse. But beyond those notions, the MasterKey Lite L combination keyboard and mouse is definitely something worth investigating into, especially due to the fact that most of your mechanical keyboards cost at least twice as much as the combination unit itself. And I think the keyboard is quite fantastic. And even though the mouse is kind of subpar, it's still a pretty good gaming solution, especially if you're on a budget. But really, on that, guys, that's really it. Check out the links in the description down below below for everything we talked about. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for your support, and we'll see you later. Take care.